coming to you live one more time from the Bronx Collegiate Academy in the Bronx, New York City. And we are actually in the Teacher Center here in my school, BCA. So shout out to the Teacher Center. You can show us. Say what's up. Say whoa. And this is what I learned about student motivation today, episode, I believe, episode 37. So I wanted to be really brief today. One thing that I do with the Dream Team, the students that I work with pretty consistently, is try to give them a structure to kind of operate within. And I know we talked a little bit about that last week when we were talking about self-determination theory. But one thing that I try to do as far as like setting expectations is setting three major expectations for the group and for the team and for everyone that's a part of the work that we do. So they have a very clear understanding of like what's expected of them. And I repeat those things to them over and over and over and over again. So what I would recommend is these three things help students start kind of build the foundation of skills that I think they're going to need later on in life. And it helps them kind of just hammer those things home. So first thing is this: check the email every single day. I think we're living in a world now where students need to be attentive to what's going on, and I think email, although can be drowned out by marketing and all kinds of other things that kind of come into email, students need to be checking it every single day, just like they check their Instagram, just like they check their Facebook. The second part of that is be the damn greatest, right? Every single day. And so a number of times I'll have a conversation with a student about literally anything, and at the end of that conversation, Justine could probably shout out to that, right? Are you being the damn greatest that you can be today? So that's another thing that, shout out to my co-dream director and fellow dream director, Sarita Gates, for helping kids be great, but really making it a mental game about how they see themselves and what they believe to be true about themselves. The last thing is, and this is probably the most important, is helping students understand how to keep their word. And what I mean by that is having the highest level of integrity by teaching them to make a new promise when their original promise is going to be broken. So something very light. So if you know that you have to be somewhere at 4 p.m. and in your mind, in the mind of a student, and even in my mind at times, it's like, well, I'm going to be there at 4:05, it's not a big deal. Well, you said you would be there at 4, it's not 4:05, and so you need to make an update or tell somebody that they're 5 minutes late, or that you're going to be 5 minutes late at the very least. So by keeping your word, you start off with little things like time, but also when you're going to turn in an assignment. If you need to send an email by 3 p.m. and you know you're not going to send it till 3:10, then you need to send an email to somebody saying that's when it'll get to you. So those are the three things that I use to kind of structure my students. Check email every day, be the damn greatest, and keep your word. And I think if you do those two things, you can kind of create a structure for students to be successful. So now it is my favorite part.
Listen to the kids, bro.
Listen to the kids, bro. Two students here that we are going to give you the breakdown of some student lingo, right? So there's a term that students use, and it usually sounds like this: I'm dead. I'm dead. So I'm going to have Clarence and Justine kind of explain to you what I'm dead means. So if you're a teacher anywhere in the United States and you hear a student saying they're dead, it doesn't mean they're dead, right? What does it mean? Can you explain that, Justine? Like, what does it mean?
Basically, I'm dead means like if you find like a funny situation, like let's say you're in a problem and then you see somebody that was talking about somebody and they cool with them, but they were just talking about them with you, then you'd be like, I'm dead, because it's like, wasn't you just talking about her with me?
Got it. Got it. So it can be like a funny situation. It can be something that's like ironic, maybe.
Right.
Anything else you want to add to that?
Nothing, I'm good.
So it could be. It's like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, I would say awkward situations. Unexpected situations. You can be dead. Anyway, I'm out. If you have any, get in touch with me, however you want. If you have any questions, comments, do so on the bottom. But as usual, every Friday at noon, what I learned about student motivation today. We out.